Okay, good morning. We are going to start our apple painting today. It's super fun. I'll show you just real quick. Let's see here. I'm going to show some samples, but that's okay. I don't know where they are. Okay, anyway, we're going to start an apple painting. so here we go. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to Google Apple paintings and find this image here. Then you're going to right click and do copy image. Okay. Then open up Photoshop. If you can, file, new. Again, move to inches. And we're going to do this 11 by 17 because these look fabulous, printed big. Okay, 11 by 17 and then say OK. All right, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring in your Apple image. Okay, and if you would like, you can use the Apple image to create your contour lines. Okay, so you can say file. Oh, let's get back on this layer. Okay, you're going to say edit, free transform, and again make it large here. You can put the apple in the center for this project. It doesn't matter, or just kind of on the side here. Okay, now it is important though that you get a separate layer for your contour lines. So you can say click and then just, you can get the brush tool or the pencil tool. We're going to delete these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But again, you're just tracing the outline of your apple so that you have a kind of a reference. I like to put in the core here and then of course throw in and then maybe where the shadow is and the stem. And then we are going to be painting in the background, so I kind of just make a line here, and then sort of kind of an area where the core shadow will be. Okay, so if you turn off that layer, you see, okay, this is sort of my contour outlines. Okay, all right, the next thing that we want to do is you want to get another layer, and we'll just call this your blocking in or your painting. Okay, and again, this layer, your outline, your contour lines. Okay, so the blocking in part, again, you're going to be using your picker. Let's take layer 3, and I'm going to say edit, free transform, and just take this image and bring it up here to the corner. Okay, we'll use this as a reference and also to do our color picking. Okay, one thing I want you to look at right now is I want you to look at the contour of your apple. It's very similar to your sphere, except we're dealing with the core here. So here we go. Actually, let me trash this layer and I'll kind of draw it out for you. If you look at your apple, okay, and you think of it, the shape of it, okay, you have it comes up and then out and over, right? This is like a divot here, and then these come up and out and over. So as you're blocking and smudging, you want to stay true, right, to this shape. Out and over, out and over, out and over. Okay, and it kind of almost like a heart. Okay, and then of course, when you're blending and smoothing this way, you don't want to go straight across, it'll make it flat. So again, stay true to the sphere shape. Okay, this is the tricky part, which we'll of course get into more. Okay, all right, so today, the first thing I want you to do, again, you have your contour lines, okay, and now we're just going to slowly start blocking in color. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just kind of blocking it in. You might even want to make your brush a little bit bigger. But again, the more you have, the more paint you block in and the more paint you have, the better off your project's going to be, okay? And just kind of stay true to the shape. Okay. If you want to come in here and get some of that color to, oh, that's too dark, I think. Okay. Because we can darken stuff up. Don't worry about the stem right now. We'll do that later. Okay. So now, because of learning purposes, I'm going to move kind of fast. Okay. So again, you're just coming in here, you're picking out color, you're blocking it in, and making sure you have a variation. Okay. You can kind of just throw that down like that. Okay. And I'll show you my other one that I blocked in. So we did not create a value scale, which you could do. You could do a value scale, with your tints and your shades of your greens. But that's not necessary. Okay. So just keep working through. Again, and you are working with your tints and shades as you see. Take your time, make sure to breathe. This is actually quite fun. It kind of comes up along. There's a little bit of that shadow there. Okay, so you're just studying the apple, studying all the parts of it, and we'll come back through with our dodge and burn, and we can always add more color to it. That little part right there. Okay. Okay. All right. So at this point right now, the majority of the apple is blocked in, and then we will continue with the smudging. And so it looks as if you have painted, well, not looks as if you have painted it, but you have painted it. Let me revert back to file revert. Okay, so there's this option as well. Now I can't revert back. I think the other one's better, but you get the idea. Okay, have fun. That is the objective for today, and make sure to save your work when you're finished.